Welcome, 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 welcome. Hopefully my head's not being cut off here. Doing this on my iPhone. So hopefully it's not too funky. Let me scoot my chair over here a little bit back up. Turn this around. Got to get me looking at some different options for webcams. We'll see what I can come up with. The webcam that I had hooked up here was getting all weird and garbled. I feel like my head's being cut off. Let me see if I can tip this a bit. There we go. And then turn it this way and this way. There we go. So anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Forrest Knight. I'm out here in St. Louis. I'm on a mission to make an extreme impact, be a legacy creator, and have no more empty refrigerators. So said all that to say this. I realized this today. I had 8 hours of coaching sessions with various clients today, which was an absolute blast. And it helps me grow as a person to be able to interact and engage. So just hats off to all of my clients. Truly appreciate every single one of you. One, for showing up. Two, for being vulnerable and laying it out there. And three, for continuing to trudge forward, even though sometimes crap hits the fan. And some of the things that I learned today. So one is I want to go through these really quick for you, just to maybe give you a mindset shift of some ideas. But before I do that, one of the things that greatly impacted my life, that really, really changed my life, was when I made a decision to align myself with Rankmakers. It's simply an online marketing training system that's ran by the awesome Ray Higdon. If you're in network marketing and you're not part of Rankmakers, or if you're struggling, you don't know how to market, you don't know how to generate leads, you don't know how to prospect, you don't know how to follow up, and maybe you've got a great company, I would recommend jumping on board. They've got some really cool gifts they're giving away right now. Rankmakers is open. I think it closes tonight at like 11:59 Eastern or something like that. So not a lot of time left. Very, very ridiculously affordable. Greatly changed my life. I want to say I've been with Rankmakers for quite a while now, and then of course moved into their coaching program, and as a result am now a coach with the Higdon Group, which is very, very cool because I get an opportunity to strategize with other people in the industry. Sort of not the Lou Holtz of coaching as compared to football, but it would be nice one day to get there. Anyway, so 5 things, and there's no necessarily order in these. I just wrote them down this way. First one, do not measure your success on others' results. Compare-itis will take you out of the game in just a minute. So the one thing that I like to do, and I had this conversation with one of my coachees. It was he had asked me, he says, how do you feel when somebody that's like newer than you, or that you brought in the team, they pass you up? I applaud everybody. The best way to win in network marketing is to never, ever compare yourself to somebody else. In business or sales or whatever, is if you get compare-itis, it's going to create envy, it's going to create resentments, it's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff. And the person that's going to lose that battle is going to be you. So one is, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Always celebrate everybody else's win. The person that you need to compare yourself to is the person that you were yesterday, right? As long as you're looking at what you did yesterday, if you're not happy with the results, maybe you need to make some tweaks. Maybe you need to get a coach. Maybe you need to get some direction. Maybe you need to just completely change how you operate so that you can get better results. Take more action. I always say action fixes everything, which is very, very neat. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to listen to, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to listen to an interview that Ray did with John Ashraf, which he just made some awesome killer points. And if you'd like that, I recommend John Ashraf. If you're not familiar with his story, he actually started out at 19 years old. By age 26, I think he did like $1.6 billion in real estate with Remax, and then went on from there to do like $5.5 billion in real estate as a real estate broker with a Remax agency. So very, very cool story. If you'd like that, link to that, shoot me a private message. I'll get to you. I think it'd be well worth you listening to that interview. I'm going to go listen to it again. I listened to it partially. I'm going to go listen to it again because there's some really cool nuggets in there. So if you'd like that, shoot me a message. I'll get it to you, get you the link. I've got it up on my computer over here, so it won't take long to share it with you. Anyway, number 2, again, not in any necessary order, expectations without any evidence. This is the one that people will go to a meeting. You go to a network marketing meeting, you get on a Zoom, and you'll hear the story about this person that went triple, double, black, purple, triple, green diamond in 2 minutes, right? The problem with that, and then you sign up and you call your mom and your dad and your uncles, and they all say no, and you get to 10 people and they all tell you no, and you're all bummed out and you're all pissed and you're saying it don't work and it's a scam and whatever. The problem with that is you had unrealistic expectation. So the first thing that you need to do in network marketing is sit down with somebody that's not you, right? Sit down with somebody and map out a realistic expectation of growth. If you want to make $12,000 a month in network marketing, you need to know how much volume it's going to take to generate that. And that volume can come from customers and or teammates and their customers, right? So you need to know what that average volume is, and you need to know how many customers you need to get here. But watch this, watch this, watch this. Where do customers come from, right? Customers come from you reaching out and knocking on their doors. And I like to say knocking on doors because in the old days, you literally went door to door knocking in to get sales. So how many presentations do you have to do to get one customer that's going to fill in that volume circle, right? How much volume do you need to get to that number? So you got the number top, $12,000 a month, for example. What's the volume that you need to do to get to that number? And what's your team and customer structure need to look like? What's your average customer and team per person? And then how many presentations do you need to do to get one teammate or one customer? Once you know that answer, you're going to be able to push up to that 12,000. That's going to be a number that you can't just hypothetically pull out of the air. You need to really know that number. And the best way to get that number, sit down with somebody that's done it so they can show you the structure. The only thing they're not going to be able to show you is how many people you've got to put your presentation in front of, because you don't know. They might have had larger influence. They might have brought an entire team over from another company, but they can definitely give you the volume structure that you need to have so that you can generate that income. So have realistic expectations that it's not an overnight get rich quick deal. Hey, Kim, thanks for swinging by. Sharice, thanks for hanging out. So it's not an overnight get rich quick deal. It takes hard work, head down, fire hustle, reaching out to a lot of people, and taking a lot of grief and getting a lot of grief and having crazy stalkers follow you around on Facebook. Number 3, please be a student of your craft. Be a student of your craft. You need to understand and know what network marketing is. You need to understand the history. You don't have to go and spend hours and hours, but you need to have and you also need to understand the basic principles of the company that you're aligned with. If you're not showing up to your company's presentations, if you're not showing up to company's overviews, if you're not showing up to company's Zooms, and you're trying to do it on your own, you're going to fail miserably because you don't have any belief. You are not a product of the product. It doesn't mean that you're going to go in and physically use every product, but you need to be a product of your business. You need to become a master of your craft. You need to understand what network marketing is if you have the slightest chance of doing anything. But Forrest, what have you done? 1,885 customers in the last 15 months. I'm going to leave that right there. So, and I threw that out there because I know somebody's going to say, well, what have you done? And it wasn't overnight. It wasn't magic. It was freaking hard, right? Hard freaking doing crazy stuff, doing lives every day, marketing every day, reaching out every day, following up every day, staying plugged in every day, showing up every day, taking massive action, and then figuring it out. Then I've got a cool sales background that helps as well. So there's a lot that's going to involve in that. So don't compare yourself like, oh man, I've been doing this 29 years, y'all. 29 years. 29 years ago, I started I got involved with network marketing. So compare that to something, right? So 1, be a product of your product, understand your craft. And number 5, it's a business thing. It's not one of those things. It's a business thing. It's business. Are you open for business? Have you opened your freaking network marketing business for business? Are you online? Are you marketing? Are you telling people what you're doing? Are you doing Facebook Lives? Are you doing follow-ups? Are you doing prospecting? Do you have a way to follow up with people? Are you systematically opening a business, or is it just one of those things that you're going to try to see if it works? If you're trying just to see if it's going to work, just go ahead and quit now, because it won't, because you have the wrong attitude, you have the wrong mindset. So what I recommend is, if you're going to do network marketing, do a business plan just like anybody else would. Do a business plan just like anybody else would, so that you have a structure, so that you know, if you've seen my business plan for how I build my business. Now, further disclaimer, I also have a full-time job because it is a side hustle, right? Network marketing is a side hustle until it becomes a full-time hustle. So it's a matter of, and if you'd like to talk more with me about that, shoot me a private message. We'll have a conversation. I'll show you what I do. See if it might be a fit for you too. If you're not in network marketing yet, if you're currently in network marketing, stay in your own company and go crush it over there, and enjoy that. So hopefully you got some value. So the 5 things are, again, don't measure your success against other people's results. 2, set expectations with evidence. Number 3, be a student of your craft. Number 4, be a product of your product, right? And number 5, it's a business thing, and you need to be open for business if you're going to absolutely do this and crush it and plan on being around a long, long, long time. Again, if you want that John Assaraf link, shoot me a private message. I'll get that over to you, because I think you might probably want to listen to that interview. Might give you a little bit of a mindset shift to take you to the next level. And I would also recommend that you join RankMakers. Go to rankmakers.com, because they're only going to be open here for just about, I think, maybe another hour or so before they close it down for, I think, going to be a while. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.